भूमिस्तथा तोयं यथा बीजं तथाङ्कुरः यथा देशस्तथा भाषा यथा राजा तथा प्रजा.
As the land, so the water. As the seed, so the sprout. As the country, so the language. As the king, so the people. Our ancient knowledge has always believed in reaping what one sows. And this belief builds an inseparable bond between the king and his people, the people and their wisdom, the wisdom and prosperity of society. Such was the kingdom of Mysore, the land blessed by river Kaveri. In 1900, Mysore kingdom was ruled by Maharaja Nalwadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar, a man whose vision shone as brightly as his royal throne. During his reign, Nalwadi Krishnaraja Wadiyar worked towards alleviating poverty and improving rural reconstruction, public health, industry and economic regeneration, education, and the fine arts.
B.M. Shri in a poem says, Nalwadi Krishna na Mysore. Mysore is of Nalwadi Krishna. After becoming the king, he dreamt of a prosperous state. And it seems he had visited many foreign countries. And also in India, he had visited many of the neighboring states. And he wanted his state to compete with every good, prosperous state. That was his wish.
Such were the strides that Mysore made during his period that Gandhiji called him a Raj Rishi, a saintly king. Lord Sankey said during the Round Table Conference that Mysore was the best administered state in the world. Princes from across India were sent to Mysore for administrative training. Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya described the Raja as dharmic, and Lord Wellington echoed the sentiment by calling Mysore's industrial development incredible.
He expected all the people to work together for a prosperous state. Economically, if the state should become strong, not only the officers, but also the other people, merchants, industrialists, all the people from all the cadre of life should come together and work. Without their cooperation, nothing can be achieved.
This era was the golden period of the Mysore kingdom. A variety of sprawling industries were driving the economic growth of the kingdom. The socio-cultural scene was rich and vibrant. However, the world around was rapidly progressing. With a lacuna in collective leadership, Mysore's future growth was uncertain.
He wanted industries and economic growth in all the possible ways.
The cosmopolitan culture of Mysore welcomed one and all. Its business-friendly nature attracted merchants from other states, but posing new challenges for the local merchants. who were not enterprising enough to compete and sustain. This threat had to be eliminated by reigniting the spirits of the localites, a movement that was very much necessary for not just Mysore, but for the whole nation. Far-sighted and ahead of his times, the Maharaja started the Mysore Economic Conference, a path-breaking initiative held regularly, which brought together thought leaders of various walks of life, who would deliberate the actions and future direction of the kingdom.
On 10th June 1911, when the first Mysore Economic Conference was started, he gave a speech that the entire money and the sources must be utilized for the purpose of the people of Mysore. And when he started the railway line between Bangalore, then KGF and Boringpet, the income flew like anything. That income should have gone percentage to the British. But he had a very good relationship with the British and took the permission that this entire income should be spent for the purpose of Mysore. That shows about his willingness for the people, and he even addressed many of the public servants and the private people or the capitalists to come together and serve by using the resources available in the country.
Supporting the king were equally committed Diwans, who zealously supported the realization of the Maharaja's vision. Perhaps it was time for Kaveri to change her course. The baton was passed from one stalwart to another. With the retirement of Diwan Anand Rao, the Maharaja invited another harbinger of the spirit of Mysore and a celebrated son of the soil, Mokshagundam Vishveshwaraya, an engineer who had already proved his genius across India.
ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ತಾಯಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಂತೆ, ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರ ಮಗನಿಗೆ ಕರೆಯೋದು, ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನೀನು ಅರ್ಜುನ ಆಗು, 500 ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಆಗಲಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನೀನು ನಿನಗೀಗೇನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಂದರೆ 1912 ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಮಹಾರಾಜರಿಗೆ 30 ವರ್ಷ, ವಿಶ್ವೇಶ್ವರಯ್ಯರಿಗೆ 50 ಅಂದರೆ 60 ಹತ್ತತ್ರ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ತರುಣನ ಭುಜದ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಮೆಚೂರ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಮುತ್ಸದ್ದಿಯ ಮೆದುಳು ಇದ್ದರೆ ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ.
With new vigor and zest, Mokshagundam Vishveshwaraya lit up millions of young minds as he uttered those magical 3 words, which changed the destiny of Mysore forever: industrialize or perish.
ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಡ್ಡದಿಡ್ಡಿಯಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದು ನಿಜ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆದರೆ ಈ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಅವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಚೇಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಮತ್ತು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯುತ್ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಲಭಿಸಿರೋದು, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರಣಗಳಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅವತ್ತಿನ ಮಹಾರಾಜರು ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶ್ವೇಶ್ವರಯ್ಯನವರು ಇಬ್ಬರ ಮನಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಹೇಗಾದರೂ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಒಂದಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಜಪಾನ್ ಆಗೋ, ಜರ್ಮನಿ ಆಗೋ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ ಆಗೋ, ಕೆನಡಾದಾಗೋ, ಇದು 4 ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಅವ್ರು ಗಮನ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ವು. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇದು 4 ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಷ್ಟು ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಇತ್ತು. ಹೀಗಾಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವರಿಬ್ಬರು ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಕಾರಣ ಆಯಿತು.
Being a thought partner with the Maharaja, he mooted the idea of starting a bank, which was to be the backbone for business and economy. The Mysore Bank was thus born. W.C. Rose, a local businessman, was made the first president of Mysore Bank. At the Mysore Economic Conference of 1913, Diwan Vishveshwaraya mooted the idea of a chamber that would unite the entire business community under one umbrella. Vishveshwaraya was echoing the sentiments of his king, that the local traders who faced competition from merchants of other provinces needed the support of a powerful organization behind them. Vishveshwaraya had analyzed and sized up the situation very lucidly. The goal was to create an even playing field where local merchants could healthily compete with the other merchants. The seed was thus sown. (1913) was the period of extreme turbulence. On the one hand, India was strengthening the freedom movement, and on the other, the world was bracing for the outbreak of the First World War. Both these events forestalled the growth of Indian economy, but did not dampen the spirit of its people. Dada Saheb Phalke released India's first feature film, Raja Harishchandra. He dared to be a voice and not just an echo. Down south, Nataraja Mudaliar released his silent film, Kichakavadam, and Rabindranath Tagore won the Nobel Prize for Literature. Within all the chaos, India was brewing its own ethos, fueled by the daring of its people, intelligentsia, commoners, and also those visionary kings like Krishnaraja Wadiyar, whose governance forged a solid foundation for economic and social transformation. (1916). It took 3 more years for the idea of the chamber to realize. It is an incredible fact that Mysore Chamber of Commerce was formed in the midst of the First World War and was unveiled at the Government High School, Bangalore on the 8th of May 1916. W.C. Rose was made the first president of the chamber, which was housed in the Mysore Bank premises. The chamber's first meeting was graced by over 500 merchants from across the state.
The idea of this MCC was basically to provide good thing for the industrialists and a coordinating body to the government and the industrialists or the business people. The 3 very important concepts came to the mind of the great leaders like K.R. Wadiyar or Sir Vishveshwaraya or B.K. Gurdachar or W.C. Rose or Napti Madhavarao or Sir Mirza Ismail or Ismail Seth, like these who are the founder members of this MCC. Their main intention was the link between the business people, providing materials to the business people or to the industrialists, and providing help to the industrialists and the establishment of the industries were all these 3 major objectives of the MCC and the present FKCCI.
In his inaugural speech, Sir M.V. set the agenda for the chamber. The chamber should bring the wants and grievances of men engaged in industry and trade to the notice of government and of public service corporations like railway companies, municipal and other local bodies, bank, post and telegraph, or other authorities whose operations affect them. The chamber should do for its clients and to the trades what a lawyer does for the litigant public. In the second place, it should maintain a continuous study of large commercial questions of local interest and constantly strive to strengthen the conditions under which trade and industries are carried on at present. It should also focus and consolidate commercial opinion on current topics and publish the united judgment of representative merchants and businessmen regarding them for the information of the public. And he concluded his famous speech by reiterating, "I will now conclude with what I know will be the fervent wish of everyone present here today, that this chamber may fulfill all the expectations formed of it, that it may grow in utility and influence from year to year, and that it may long remain the premier representative and guardian of the industrial and commercial interests of Mysore. With no time lost, the chamber started its work from the premises of the Mysore Bank. Within a few years of formation, the weekly price, current and market report was unveiled. This was regularly published until 1944. The next agenda was to increase membership, and President Rose invited the Bangalore Grain Merchants and Piece Goods Association, the United Planters Association of South India, and Bangalore Traders Association soon followed. In 1926, Maharaja Krishnaraja Wadeyar generously granted a plot of land to the chamber adjacent to Mysore Bank. With donations from businessmen, the chamber building was completed in 1931 and was inaugurated by the Yuvaraja Narasimharaja Wadeyar. As the chamber consolidated itself, it was time for the Silver Jubilee. With the Second World War causing severe havoc, the celebrations had to wait. In 1945, the milestone was recorded, and Diwan Madhav Rao presided over the completion of 25 years of service by the chamber. The weekly price, current and market report was converted to the fortnightly journal Mysore Commerce, which continues to provide market insights even to this day. In 1966, the Golden Jubilee was celebrated, and soon the chamber was renamed Mysore Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Another feather was added to the chamber's cap with the visit of the then Prime Minister of India, Srimati Indira Gandhi in 1969. Her words further motivated the ideals of the chamber. The Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the government are complementary to each other and must work in close cooperation in the interest of the economic development of the country. As the chamber progressed in its journey, it was once again rechristened in 1974 to Federation of Karnataka Chamber of Commerce and Industry, FKCCI. As they say, every great vision is timeless, and the illustrious journey from Mysore Chamber to FKCCI is no different. Over the past century, FKCCI has been the life and soul of entrepreneurial spirit in the state. It has touched millions of lives across the state and has been instrumental in facilitating the best policies for industries and commerce to thrive and flourish. The chamber has been successful in helping industrialists overcome many problems and actively engage with the government to facilitate the ease of doing business in the state. The chamber has had an array of distinguished businessmen and industrialists leading from the front and charting its growth. The Federation today is a member of national bodies like FICCI, ASSOCHAM and the International Chamber of Commerce. Being a member of global trade associations, FKCCI facilitates collaboration of trade between Karnataka's industries and overseas enterprises, and also holds talks with international trade entities. Several distinguished personalities have visited the chamber and have complemented the chamber's work in the various areas of industry and commerce.
Apart from the routine services, we are offering specialized services of pioneering various new schemes of the government which are going to the benefit of industry. In fact, VAT was introduced on pilot basis in Karnataka with the initiative of FKCCI. Similarly, GST is going to be done. We have a well-established arbitration cell for dispute resolution. 100 years of FKCCI. It has been a momentous journey for us.
It's a great pleasure and honor to be the President of Federation of Karnataka Chamber of Commerce and Industry during the centenary year. The Federation has not only survived 100 years but has prospered and become an apex body in the state. I am proud to say that Federation has succeeded in realizing the ideals of founding father Sir M. Visvesvaraya.
The giant step that sprouted from the seed of an idea is today charting new territories with renewed inspiration, vigor, courage, and faith. And we continue our journey with the firm belief that the giant leaps we take today will determine the legacies for which FKCCI will be fondly remembered tomorrow.
ಶತಮಾನದ ಸಂಭ್ರಮವಿದು ಹರುಷದ ಹೊಸತನವಿದು ಭರವಸೆಯ ಬದುಕಿಗೆ ಸಂತಸದ ನೋಟಕ್ಕೆ ಶತಮಾನದ ಸಂಭ್ರಮವಿದು ಹರುಷದ ಹೊಸತನವಿದು ಭರವಸೆಯ ಬದುಕಿಗೆ ಸಂತಸದ ನೋಟಕ್ಕೆ ಅಡಗಿರುವ ಕಾಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹುದುಗಿಹುದು ಇಂದಿಗೂ ಅದರ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಬುಗ್ಗೆಯೂ ಶತಮಾನದ ಸಂಭ್ರಮವಿದು ಹರುಷದ ಹೊಸತನವಿದು ಭರವಸೆಯ ಬದುಕಿಗೆ ಸಂತಸದ ನೋಟಕ್ಕೆ ಶತಮಾನದ ಸಂಭ್ರಮವಿದು ಹರುಷದ ಹೊಸತನವಿದು ಭರವಸೆಯ ಬದುಕಿಗೆ ಸಂತಸದ ನೋಟಕ್ಕೆ ಅಡಗಿರುವ ಕಾಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹುದುಗಿಹುದು ಇಂದಿಗೂ ಅದರ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಬುಗ್ಗೆಯೂ ಶತಮಾನದ ಸಂಭ್ರಮವಿದು ಹರುಷದ ಹೊಸತನವಿದು ಭರವಸೆಯ ಬದುಕಿಗೆ ಸಂತಸದ ನೋಟಕ್ಕೆ ಶತಮಾನದ ಸಂಭ್ರಮವಿದು.
A privilege for me this evening to inaugurate the centenary celebration of the Federation of Karnataka Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I congratulate you all on your journey so far and reaching this important milestone. Many more fruitful and achievable years are in store of you provided you pick it up and move ahead.
जो आपने ये शताब्दी महोत्सव का कार्यक्रम रखा है और सारे साल तक कुछ न कुछ तय करेंगे, आप जो तय करेंगे वो आपको कितना मुनाफा होता है उसकी बात मैं नहीं करूंगा, मगर आप जो व्यापार और उद्योग में जितना बढ़ावा करेंगे, जितना बढ़ेंगे, इतनी राष्ट्र की संपत्ति बढ़ेगी।
FKCCI has been effective since its inception. It has been so effective that the government of Karnataka started a commerce division in the Department of Industry in 1917 itself. Since then, FKCCI has been working in harmony with our government departments. On this happy occasion, I would like to congratulate all those associated with FKCCI and I wish them a great future.
Inspired by the 100-year celebrations, our giant steps continue this endless journey.